welcome back to another edition of Mail Call and Amazon. This is a box from Amazon right here, and it's actually a bigger box, which is why we are in the ring, sort of, which we haven't done in a while. And there are 3 figures in here, 2 elites, 1 basic, and I will talk about the basic once I get this thing opened. Alright, so here we go. We got this thing opened. Let's take the box out completely like that. Take this out. First item in here, as you can tell, this is a basic Heath Slater, and you're probably wondering why the hell did I order this, and that is because I don't know if this is new on Amazon or not, but I got these other 2 elite figures in here, which were over $35, or actually no, they weren't. I think they were over $30, and it said like discounted add-on item, so this was like $4. I thought, why not? I don't have it. It's a pretty cool head scan, so if I ever get that elite Heath Slater, I'll definitely head swap it. So got this Heath Slater, which is pretty random. And next, I'm gonna like refer to these guys as the redemption figures, because last time I got these, I was very unpleasant with how they turned out. We have Farouk, and of course his tag team partner, and we have Bradshaw. Very happy that these 2 are finally matching. I think last time I got it, Farouk was unsleeved, if I believe, so it looked weird. I don't know, I would have preferred the sleeveless versions, but at least they match, which is fine. I'm very happy with. So gonna get these accessories again, which is pretty cool. And yeah, these were, I think, $15 a piece, which is actually very good. $5 below retail, which I think is a very good deal. That's why I got them. I was thinking about buying them again, seeing if I would get versions that weren't as loose and the paint jobs weren't as bad. So we're gonna have to take a closer look at them to figure that out. But like I said, $15 a piece, very good deal. We're going to take a closer look at these guys. The first member of APA that we'll be taking a look at really quickly, just to compare him a little bit to the one I had prior. His eyes are painted just a little bit weirdly. They don't look that great. And it's actually pretty noticeable right here, which is disappointing. His skin tone is way darker than it should be, and there's just a little bit of paint. Like, I don't really know if it's gonna pick it up, but the paint is pretty much, it's decent on the front. It's a lot better on the back. Looks a lot better. He is not nearly as loose as before. In fact, he's actually pretty stiff. His waist is a bit loose, but his legs are fine, which is a major issue that we had with him and JBL when we first got them, which is actually the main reason why I gave them away. And now we will take a look at JBL, who I actually had a lot of issues with last time we had him. So the main issue I had with JBL prior was his legs, and I'm happy to say that these are not nearly as loose as the ones I had before. They're not really that stiff, but you know, they're perfect. I like them. The legs are fine. His wrists still have the issue of being like really loose, so I think it's not just the first pair I had that had this issue. I think maybe the peg they used was a little bit too small for these hands. And in terms of the torso, it is also sort of a bit loose and wonky, but that's fine. The paint application is pretty much spot on. So still, you know, these guys they're pretty decent. $15, you know what, I think it's fine. The accessories they come with are really awesome. So I am actually pretty happy to have these back, and maybe we can get some in-ring attire APA soon. That would be really awesome. Now I'm going to show you guys some fix-ups and some customs that I've done over the past couple days. Starting off first with Seth Rollins. This is just a really minor fix-up, but I swapped his what is it? This left hand. Sorry, I'm so out of it right now. I swapped his left hand, and I gave him the white elbow pad from that time he had it on Raw. The last time he had like the choke hand on this hand, and I swapped it to just like a normal relaxed one, and I do like it a lot better. I really don't like those choke slam hands. And I also had to swap Roman Reigns' right fist and actually his whole arm, because his wrist broke off, which is just awesome. The one with the wrist tape and the logo, which I really liked. But this is a Shield Roman Reigns. It's not his updated one, so this is more of like when he was in the Shield, because he didn't have that logo and everything. And I do actually like this. It's unfortunate that the wrist broke, but a lot of figures have been breaking on me recently, which sucks. I don't think I showed you guys this. I did show it on Instagram, but not here on YouTube. I did this Rock fix-up with the Elite 22, and then this random head scan that I found. I don't even know what figure this is from. And I really didn't like this head scan up until recently. I just looked at it, and I thought it actually would look pretty cool on this body. I swapped it, and I'm really happy with this. I think this figure looks a lot better. I did like the fix-up Elite 31 head scan that I have, but still, I do like this head scan on this body. It does look pretty good. I also did a couple fix-up with this here Cody Rhodes. As you can see, I swapped on the Oh crap, the Elite 20 head scan onto this body. I'm always confusing that head scan. Onto the Elite 13 body, and then I also gave him some knee pads, so it's sort of like his run when he was with Goldust and the Brotherhood, which is how, or my favorite version of Cody Rhodes, I should say. And I'm really happy with this. I do have his face mask somewhere. I don't even know where it is. It might be on my Bray Wyatt or something, but I do still have that, so don't worry, and I am really liking how this turned out. I also finished Kenny Omega, finally, even though it was just a couple of days ago that I started. Nonetheless, so yes, here it is, all finished. I removed most of the tights. I still have to touch up a couple of places, like right there. That was just a pain in the ass, but I gotta get under the knee pad and do that. From the last time, what changes have I made? Well, as you can tell, like I said, I removed the tights, and I also removed the X-Pac. He had lower knees from X-Pac. I moved that green design, as you can tell. Still a little bit left. I gotta get in like these little cracks right here and remove that, which is a pain in the ass. And I also added some knee pads onto this, which I think does make it look a lot better. I also want to get some longer white wrist tape. I think that would make it look a little bit better. I think the short one, it's okay, but I think it would be more accurate if he had longer ones. But I'm very happy with this Kenny Omega custom. I definitely like it a lot better than the one I had before. And finally, the one I've been teasing you guys with on Instagram for a couple of days now. It is my work in progress, Shinsuke Nakamura, and I put a lot of different parts into this. I'm actually very, very proud of it. First off, you guys can probably tell he's got this little thing on his chest. I don't know what that's from. That is not from the torso crack. I think the stress mark is, but that little mark right there, if I can lift it up. Yeah, I don't know what that's from. That is not from me. I don't even know where I got this fodder from. I can't even remember what it is now. But yes, this is I think like a Miz torso. And then it's got some, I think this is like some Seth Rollins arms with some swapped hands. And then the crotch piece right here, this is a old All-Stars John Morrison that I had with my original custom Seth Rollins a while ago. This thing is really old. And the reason why I swapped the torso was, number one, it was too ripped for Shinsuke, and it had a really bad rattle, so I just swapped it out with this torso, which was pretty easy. I am getting a lot better with my torso cracking, and then it's got the thighs and everything from the Seth Rollins. And down onto the lower knees, it is the Elite 1 prototype Jeff Hardy, which actually I didn't think was going to work. I thought that, like, the pants would look like way too baggy for like the thighs, which are made for tights, and it actually does stand in pretty well. I really like how this looks. And I also swapped the boots with like some Randy Orton or something, but I think that like this pattern right here going down the sides of the pants really does make it look good. I wish I had it like going up and down. That'd probably make it look better. But still, I'm very happy with this. And I had an issue with like these Jeff Hardy prototypes where like the knee would like act weird with the double joint, but these are working perfectly, so I'm very happy with this. I hope to get a casted head scan soon somehow. I'm gonna have to find one. But yep, that's gonna do it for this edition of Mail Call. If you enjoyed, leave a like, make sure you're subscribed. We're almost at 10,000. Thank you guys so much. We've been getting a lot lately. So I think that's gonna close it. And as always, stay tuned to the next one.